In the fall of 2018, we attended the ATRA, Automatic Transmission Rebuilders Association Expo, there in Las Vegas. And this was quite fascinating. I had signed up for all of the technical seminars and attended all of them, and this was quite helpful. And here we have, of course, the technical program that kind of outlines all of the seminars. Here's a book that they gave all the attendees. It included 2 days of an actual trade show, and on Friday, it was quite fascinating, we had a banquet, and I was able to meet one of the vice presidents of JATCO, Japanese Automatic Transmission Company, and JATCO was well represented there with Nissan, talking about the future of their CVTs, their continuously variable transmissions. Now, obviously, in the days of the coronavirus, having a live seminar and a live convention there in Las Vegas or Nashville, Tennessee, is a problem. So what has happened? Now we're going to turn our attention towards the virtual seminar. Now, this year, 2020, ATRA is still having their expo, except this time it's going to be virtual. And I've signed up for it, and here on Monday the 2nd, I'll receive my package, and what it is just a bunch of PDF files and literature there outlining the program, and there the actual seminars will be held the 11th through the 14th. But one advantage of them, if you're working during the day or not available, they're always available to view later on, which is going to be a kind of a fascinating difference. This will be the first virtual seminar that I've ever attended with the Automatic Transmission Rebuilders Association, and I believe it's the first virtual seminar that they've ever done. So this will be quite an interesting experience, and hopefully it goes very well. I can see some possible advantages of it. If you have, of course, obviously a good computer and a good monitor, there you can watch them at your leisure. The only problem is there's a certain value in the camaraderie, the fellowship with your fellow rebuilders and people in the industry. Also, the trade show. Sure, you walk past the booth at the trade show, but the real value to the vendor is the interaction between their representatives at the trade show and the people attending the seminars. And that's going to be lost in the virtual environment. But it's still possible that it could be quite profitable for both the customers, that is us, in the field, and the manufacturers representing their products. Now, this is the ATRA website, and here we see they registered today for the technical seminar. And here we can download the brochure. We can register now. And only 9 days and 20 hours until it starts. ATRA has a trade magazine that they call Gears that is often a kind of valuable technical journal that comes out once a month. So here we see, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if they have any important show updates. Now, originally they wanted to have this live, and I believe it was in Nashville, but then, of course, obviously with the problems of the coronavirus, we're going to have to do it virtually. So it could work out very nicely. Now, the ticket pricing, let's take a look at this. Now, obviously, the trade show is included with the expo, and Friday, Saturday trade show. This will be interesting to see how this works out. Now, as far as the technical seminars, here you can have complete access for $250. And of course, that represents the member price. If you're not a member, it costs a little more. And there are certain advantages to being a member. Primarily, though, that what I find is instead of individuals being members, is that it's usually the shop that actually is the member, and you are an employee of the shop. But an individual could be a member also. Okay, here we see a lineup of the technical seminars, and I noticed that obviously live and a live question and answer session, I guess, is not going to be recorded. But here, the basic presentations on the different automatic transmissions. I think the 9HP48 with Sean Boyle is going to be especially interested. I'm looking forward to that. Of course, I don't want to miss the Toyota AC60E. And then let's take a look. Some of the ones that I'm especially interested in. Now, obviously, some subjects are of more interest than others, but it doesn't hurt. Like, for instance, my shop specifically does not do programming. We actually farm that out, but it's nice to be familiar with it. So here's an opportunity to gain a familiarity with that aspect of the industry. And one thing that's interesting is the CVT, the Jatco CVT has been a real problem for Nissan, but really has been a boom for our shop. We do lots of them and have become very familiar with them. And then obviously one thing we have to keep in mind is the automatic transmission or manual transmission or dual clutch transmission is only part of a larger system, which is the automotive machine itself. And so to be effective working with the automobile, I need to have a familiarity with all systems. So here this helps us out. Okay, and then here we see a rundown just of what to expect here in these different seminars. Many of these people I've already attended their seminars, so I'm somewhat familiar with them, some that I am not. So we're looking forward to this. And of course, obviously, there won't be any Celine Dion or Donny Osmond and Marie Osmond there in the evening. But hey, if you miss them that much, you could watch them on YouTube. All right. So this will be the first. Let's hope it will be the last. And next year we can actually have a live seminar.